in our campus network, we have the potential of rogue devices. And what does this mean? Is this a backstabbing device? No, this is a device that is unexpected, unwanted, not part of our infrastructure, our authorized infrastructure. The usual suspects are switches, access points, hubs. I'm going to add something else to this. Maybe you could come up with that something else. Think about the elements, the network devices that people might bring into our network. Access points is a definite one. They're like, you know what? My company, my organization doesn't have an access point, so I'm going to bring in my own. Switches. We have people that are like, well, I need more Ethernet ports in my cubicle. Let's just bring in a switch. Hubs shouldn't be used anymore, even by, well, there's just, let's hope that people are more sophisticated and bring in a switch. But there's another one, and it's a router. Your broadband routers are a real concern also, so I'm going to add that to the mix. We're going to have rogue routers also, and we'll cable that guy up. So these are our concerns. The rogue connections that are not part of our infrastructure, how do we deal with them? Well, there are a number of solutions that are out there. But first, we need to know the problem. And the problems are, well, like the rogue router, for instance, this can have an integrated wireless access point, integrated switch, be running DHCP, be running NAT, and it's a really big problem if they miscable this and they plug in the LAN interface to your network. So now they have a rogue DHCP server. That is not really unusual for people who are unwittingly adding a rogue DHCP server to the network. My father did this, in fact, in condo complex that he was living in, and he didn't know any better, and he plugged it in, and they called him up, and they told him he was hacking the network, and he doesn't know about networks well enough to hack a network. But we definitely worry about these. What are the potential problems? Well, you know, this switch isn't running spanning tree protocol. It may not be, at least. We wouldn't expect it to be. It could potentially run rogue trunk attachments. If we haven't locked down that switch port, we're still running DTP. There's the potential that this switch might trunk to the environment, opening up the opportunity for someone to gain access to any VLANs that exist on this switch. That's really, really scary. You also have, even laptops with tools that can be used in a sophisticated manner to wage an attack against our access layer and distribution layer switches. So unauthorized access is something we do have to contend with, and it's good to know that Cisco has really a multitude of tools that allow us to lock down all the potential areas that have threats that can be readily accessed by an everyday hacker.